Okay, so, as you guys know, fire drills. Yeah, it's for safety. And one good thing about it is that it wastes class time. Yeah, that's positive, but I'm gonna tell you why they suck. First off, the alarm is so loud and it scares me. Second of all, we already know what to do if there is a fire. And they just waste valuable time. Like, what would happen if someone's in the bathroom and all of a sudden, ain't, 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 ain't. They're gonna have to get up, get out. They can't wash their hands. And then they're all disgusting. All because of a freaking drill. And another thing, what about if a person is underneath the fire alarm and all of a sudden, well, you blew out their eardrums and they're permanently deaf and they'll have to go to the hospital, all because of a freaking drill. Like, come on. Do not do the drills when someone's in the bathroom or when a person's under the fire alarm. Like, my goodness. Say you're taking a test, and then all of a sudden, there's a drill like, earn, eh, 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 eh. Then you're not going to pass, all because a drill ruined it. Like, my goodness. And say it's really, really cold outside, like 10 degrees or something, and all of a sudden there's a drill like, well, you can't get to your locker to get your coat. You're gonna have to go outside right away and freeze. Like, come on, you're gonna get hypothermia and frostbite all because of a freaking drill. Like, come on. In PE class, you wear a t-shirt and shorts, and it's like 10 degrees outside, and all of a sudden, there's a drill like, well, you cannot get your coat or your long sleeves or your long pants. You're gonna have to go out right away and freeze. Like, come on. You're gonna get hypothermia and frostbite all because of a freaking drill. Like, come on. And in pools that have an indoor, and in schools that have an indoor swimming pool, say they're located in the north and it's wintertime and it's 10 degrees outside and you're in the pool swimming in your bathing suits during PE class, and then all of a sudden, Well, you can't put your clothes on. You have to go out right away and freeze. Like, come on, you could get hypothermia and frostbite all because of a stupid drill. Like, come on. Say you're not in class yet, and all of a sudden, they do a drill like, Well, you're going to have to just go out the nearest exit, and your teacher will be there, and you're not in class yet. You got to go out right away, all because of a stupid drill. Like, come on. Do not do the drills until people are in the classroom. Like, my goodness. And say if people are eating lunch and then all of a sudden they do a drill, eh, 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 eh. Well, they're gonna have less time to eat because they have to leave, all because of a stupid drill. Like, come on. Say you're doing an assembly or a performance and all of a sudden the drill goes off. Well, they got ruined all because of a stupid drill. Like, come on. What if there's a big testing event in your school and all of a sudden they do a drill? Well, that got ruined all because of a stupid drill. Like, come on. What if it's at the very end of the school year and there's graduations and stuff like that, and all of a sudden they do a drill like, Well, that got ruined all because of a stupid drill. Like, come on. What if it's the first day of school after summer vacation and you're just getting settled in and talking about the school year ahead and what we're going to do this coming school year, and all of a sudden they do a drill like that day, like, Well, you ruined the first day of school all because of a stupid drill. Like, come on. Thankfully, in my school, they don't do that, but in other schools I heard they do that. Like, come on, wait until the second or third day of school, or even the first month of school. Don't do the drills on the first day. Like, come on. We already just got back. What if you're doing art class and then all of a sudden there's a drill? Well, you got paint all over yourself, all because of the drill. Like, come on. And if you're in special education and the teacher knows that there's going to be a drill and they don't tell us, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and 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 you go, because you get scared all because of a freaking drill. Like, come on. Tell us when these drills are going to happen so we can cover our ears so it doesn't scare us. Like, my goodness. And the teachers took me out before the drill went off in many occasions, so it wouldn't scare me as much. And when I was in elementary school, the alarm was set to continuous, and it was so loud that it scared me when it went off. It was like, like, that was so loud and so scary. Thankfully, right now the alarm is not set to continuous, but when I was younger, it was on continuous, and that made me jump like that. It really scared me because it was so loud. Like, come on. Yeah, it's worse when the alarm is set to continuous tone. Like when I was in elementary school, man, I was scared when there was going to be drills when I was in elementary school. Because the alarm was set to continuous. And I was like covering my ears because I knew that the alarm was about to go off. And they definitely took me out before the drill went off back then. Because I knew it was going to scare me. Say it was odd, unexpected back then, and all of a sudden, I go. Because it scared me. Like, come on. Thankfully, in my school, the alarm is not on constant tone. It's on temporal free sound. And it still scares me, but not as much as it did when the alarm was set to continuous a while back. God, I hated these older fire alarm systems that had continuous tone. I hated those older fire alarms that had continuous tone. Like, my goodness. I just hated these older fire alarm systems that did continuous tone. Like, my goodness. Because it was so loud. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with those old alarm systems anymore. But when I was younger, I had to. I mean, I just hated those older fire alarm systems that were on continuous tone. I just hated those old alarms. Because they were so scary. I really hated fire drills when I was younger. Because the alarm was set to continuous tone. And I hated it because it scared me. I mean, I just hated those alarm systems that had the fire alarm set to continuous. And you know what I hate is when higher pitched tone alarms are set to continuous, like the Wheelock MTs. Oh my goodness. In my church, the fire alarm's a Wheelock MT on continuous, and that scares me when it goes off because it is so loud. I just hate it when fire alarms are set to continuous tone, because they will blow out my ears. Yeah. And and all these years I had to deal with this sound of the Genesis going off during the drills, and that scared me. I almost went deaf with those alarms because they're so loud and so high pitched. Yeah, the Genesis series of alarms are just too much for my ears. Because of their high pitched tone. Because their high pitched, shrill whistle. Yeah, those alarms are excruciatingly loud. Those alarms are excruciatingly loud. I mean, they're ear-piercingly loud. You have to have an alarm. You have to have a really loud alarm to alert people to a fire, but not to the point where you can't hear anymore after it goes off. I mean, that is why I cannot handle the Genesis alarms. Because they would scare me when they went off. And yeah, just hate fire drills because the alarm is so loud. It scares me. Yeah, it's for safety, but we already know what to do if there's a fire. All these drills do is scare me and other kids with autism because of the loud sound of the alarm. Bye.